Fire pianos, idea we came up with about 5 years ago. I ended up with a piano that belonged to my family, and I didn't have room to put it in my house. So I called up a buddy of mine. I said, hey, what do you think about burning a piano? And he said, yeah, let's do it. So we went and gathered up the piano and called up 10 or 20 people and came out here and started burning the pianos, and thus a tradition was born. The most important concept of fire piano is we want to use a piano that is beyond repair. And if you can see these pianos, they're pretty much beyond repair. I think that it's a way of honoring a piano that would otherwise end up in a landfill. A lot of people have a problem with pianicide, but trust me, this is putting them out of their misery. This is not pianicide. We usually get the pianos from word of mouth. People say, hey, didn't you burn a piano last year? This is the 5th one on Fishing Creek. It's in January, it's the cold part of the year. Everybody's finished with Christmas. There's nothing really going on. So this is a reason to get outside and celebrate life, you know? I mean, what else are you gonna do in January outside?
When I first heard about piano burning, I think at the time misunderstood it, and I first got, well, why are you doing this? And then I stepped back and thought, well, makes the most sense because pianos are being thrown in the dump now, and it seemed most appropriate to treat it as a ceremony and honor what the piano has always done. Before it happens, it's been a part of the tradition, as children especially, can paint them up and or scribble all sorts of names on them. These are all manufactured during a period of time in American history in which they were like very heavy intensive, wood intensive pieces of furniture. They were very heavy. And once you burn the piano, the only thing that's left is the cast iron harp. And that is what I feel needs to be preserved. The harp is a cast metal piece that was created, and it contains all the tension from the strings. And it is bonded to all this wood to create a sound. But the harp, when you burn it this way, the harp is set free. It's a product of industrial art. One that I was involved with last year was a player piano. So actually, it was able to push pedals and it would run air that produced and run this roll. It's almost like the old computer rolls. It was perforated paper. It was perforated metal that made the feet go up and down to drive a compressor. And that one burned last year. Fire, in and of itself, has its own phenomenology, okay? And it has to be recognized. Fire is a very important part of the human experience, especially intense fire like this. We're not planning it, but there's all sorts of small metal pieces that get burned up. And when they get burned up, they become little meteorites, you know, and it's nice colors. It's good colors, man.
Yeah. Lift around it.
Can I get those?
All right, that's good.
Turn it this way a little bit. We got it right here, man.
Which way?
There you go. Hey, get a piece of it. Get a piece of it.
Whoa.
Y'all walk around. We got to stand her up. Y'all come around? Yeah, watch your face. All right, I'm coming around this side, boys. Yeah, we need have to do it. We got a tent. Oh boy, what a fire.
It's way back in the woods, but it,
This tradition has evolved in that we're getting better at burning pianos.
The first 2 years, I helped them set the piano on the fire. And now I have ranked up to where we look to the younger boys to do that. I can sit back and go, you younger guys can do that. That's how it's evolved for me.
This man right here is the reason for the season. And we started, I don't know how it started. Do you remember?
I just remember I called you up and I said, do you want to burn a piano? And you said yes. You didn't ask any questions.
That's right.
And we've been doing it for 5 years.
Because there's some symbolism. I think it's a celebration of everyone who played those instruments. Not the manufacturer so much. Who cares who built it, you know? It could be a homemade, you know, 4-string bando, who knows, anything. But the people who play the instrument give it meaning. So they're up in flames tonight, whoever did their stuff on those pianos. Who knows who played them, you know? Who knows, yeah. So it's a celebration of all those people. A lot of people don't participate because they think it's sacrilege or something. I get it, but a celebration of all the people who played those things, this is a cremation of honor, and I'm all about it. Yeah.
What else are you going to do in January, February?
That's right.
You know?
I remember the very first fire piano. I asked WR, I said, WR, why are you burning a piano? And he said, why not? And that's why I come back to support him every year.
Down at the bottom, there's like copper parts. Is what's starting to happen is the different colors that start showing up now when they'll get to the wood, and then all the metal pieces are starting to melt. And you're going to get blues and greens, and that's copper, and bronzes.
We did. Well, I don't get much in. I just go down, if they would stop.
The green and blue is the presence of copper or brass, and that's the color it's burning. It's wires that are in that are holding it all together. Some of them are steel, some of them are copper. And so when you see the bluish green, it's a copper wire burning.
I saw that. Good job.
Well, they don't really make it. I don't understand all of this. They say they don't make a profit off of it.
I've been here for every one, and the first year it was probably no more than 15 or 20 people, and every year it gets a little bit bigger. Tonight's a new moon. It's a little bit of a, I think it's a good night to do it. It's just kind of like getting rid of something that no longer serves anyone and making room for something new. On the second fire piano in 2019, when I got home that night, I had an email from Ancestry.com, and I have a niece that was given up for adoption at birth, when she was born. And when I got home from Fire Piano 2, I had an email from Ancestry.com, and she had found me, and since then, she's reconnected with our family, and, but that I remember coming home from Fire Piano and that being a really special night, like winning the lottery, really.